friends, welcome to Kamath Astrology. In today's video, I will talk on a different topic. Does evil eye or Buri Nazar really exist? And if it exists, how does it function? How does it impact you? And if it impacts you, what are the remedies that you can do to remove the effects of evil eye? So, before we begin, let us understand what exactly is this evil eye or Buri Nazar. So, now everything in this universe is about energy and vibration. All of us vibrate at a particular frequency. At any point in time, we get different kinds of thoughts in our mind, and those thoughts shape our own belief system as well as impact those around us. Now, let us say you got very good marks in your board exams and you distribute sweets in your entire colony or entire society, saying that you have got very good marks in the board exam. Now, in that colony, there could be a colleague or a friend who has not got good marks or who has failed the board exam or he has got lesser marks than you. Now, when you are distributing sweets to your neighbors, to your friends, and this person is watching you, he is bound to feel jealous, he is bound to feel insecure, he is bound to have some kind of inferiority complex. And that creates the thoughts of jealousy in his mind, the thought that if I had those kind of marks, it would have been so nice. Why did he only get those kind of marks, even though I worked very hard? Now, in short, he is creating a negative vibration within himself and he is transmitting that vibration towards you. And this is an intense vibration because it is coming from his heart. He is actually feeling that envy, that hatred. And in front of you, he may congratulate you. He may say you have done very well in the exam and all. But within his heart, he is feeling envious. And when he looks at you, he transmits that negative vibration. So the eye becomes a medium whereby it transmits the negative vibration to you. And say the very next day, you and your family members fall ill, or something happens, like when you are going on the road, you meet with some kind of accident. So, this is actually how Buri Nazar works. Another example, there is a couple, they are having two children, and this person knows someone who does not have children. Now, when he looks at this happy family playing with the two kids, within his mind, he starts feeling jealous. Why did God not bless me with kids? Why am I childless? Look at the kind of happiness he is experiencing. Why was I not destined to get that happiness? And he looks at you with that jealousy, with that hatred, and the intense negative emotion gets transmitted to you. And within the next few days, this couple starts quarreling among themselves, or the children's health gets spoilt, or some kind of negative event happens in the life of that happy going couple. Similarly, when you buy a new car, a new home, and somebody you know does not have that kind of wealth, that kind of privilege to get a good home, he may feel envious about you. He may generate that intense negative vibration, look at you intensely, and transmit that negative feeling to you. And the very next day, something happens in your workplace, you fight with your bosses, or your car meets with an accident. So this is how fundamentally the evil eye or the Buri Nazar works. So if you want to avoid problems occurring due to this Buri Nazar or evil eye, the first thing you should do in life is never to show off your wealth, show off your home, show off your car, show off your good marks, or show off your success in life to anyone who is of slightly lesser privilege than you or who does not have that kind of success. Or even within the family members, especially if you live in a joint family with lot of family members, you should never make a display of your success public. Now, how does this work in Vedic astrology? In Vedic astrology, Saturn is the planet which does not like showing off things. Saturn is the planet of hard work, diligence, obstacles, hurdles. Saturn is known for his drishti or evil eye. So, Saturn does not like that you show off or you boast or you celebrate too much about your success. Saturn also represents the neglected class, that is, the class of servants, the people in society who are neglected, and generally these are the people who will feel envious about you whenever you try to celebrate your success in front of them. So, wherever Saturn is placed in your chart, that is the area where you should never show off your success. For example, in this chart, we have a Gemini ascendant. So the sign of Gemini or Mithun, which is the top right square, is the first house. And Saturn is placed in the fourth house of Virgo or Kanya. Now in Vedic astrology, the fourth house represents home, it represents vehicles, it represents your primary education, it represents your mother, it represents your peace of mind and happiness. So whenever you buy a new home, whenever you buy a new car, do not celebrate that event with a lot of people, lot of friends. Keep it simple, restricted to very close friends or very close family members. Do not show off your new car, do not show off your new home. If you have done a big renovation in your home, then in this case, when Saturn is in your fourth house, try to keep some portion of it incomplete so that when your friends or when your relatives come and visit you, they will get attracted towards that incomplete portion. And in a way, the Buri Nazar is restricted. This is especially true if you have Saturn in Taurus. Taurus is the second house in the natural zodiac and it represents the face. So the entrance of the house, that should be kept a bit incomplete. Inside the house you may have great things, but the face of the house, the entrance of the house should appear a bit incomplete. Either the painting should not be complete or some other portion should be kept incomplete. Similarly, let us say you have Saturn in Libra or Tula, which is the natural 7th house in the zodiac, or in the 7th house from your ascendant. In that case, never post pictures of your happy married life, vacations on social media. The minute you do that, the evil eye of some people will get activated and that will create problems for you. Similarly, in this case, Saturn is aspecting the 10th house of Mean or Pisces for the Gemini ascendant, which represents the person's career, the person's workplace, his karma. So if you get some kind of success in your career, some kind of promotion in your career, do not distribute sweets, do not celebrate too much. Again, the evil eye will get activated. Now, in this case, Saturn is also aspecting the 6th house of Scorpio or Vrishik. And 6th house is the house of service, it is the house of conflicts, debates, diseases. So whenever you do any donation, whenever you donate anything, do not show off in this case. You will attract the evil eye. Now, now the next question is, where exactly can this evil eye come from? Now look at where Rahu is placed in your chart. Wherever Rahu is placed in your chart, you will have a tendency to boast, to celebrate more in that area. So in this case, Rahu is placed in the third house. Third house is the house of siblings. It is the house of neighbors. So whenever you celebrate with neighbors, whenever you celebrate with siblings, that is where the evil eye is most likely to come from. So the summary is, wherever Saturn is placed in your chart, do not celebrate success related to that house or the houses with Saturn aspects. And especially do not celebrate it with the people associated with the house where Rahu is placed. For example, in this case, Rahu is placed in the third house. So do not celebrate your success with your siblings and your neighbors. Now in India, whenever a child is newly born, they apply kajal or a black kind of dot to his cheeks and to his forehead. That is used to prevent the evil eye or the Buri Nazar. So there are different ways by which this Buri Nazar can be prevented. If you see you have bought a new vehicle, you will get these kind of amulets in the market, and you can attach the central one to your new vehicle on the rear side of the vehicle. Many a times the shopkeepers daily they clean their shops and they throw a piece of lemon outside. Lemon is said to contain or capture the negativity in the shop, and it is thrown outside, and if a person walks over that lemon, he is likely to catch that negativity. So whenever you are walking, be careful you don't overstep such lemons, chilies. Now in the market you also get amulets for the evil eye. The last one, which is shown in this screenshot, you can wear it as a pendant in your neck. Now what are the remedies to remove the evil eye? Take a piece of lemon, rotate it around your head in the anti-clockwise direction 7 times on a Saturday morning, and then throw it on the road. Other option is, take 5 chilies and rotate it in the anti-clockwise direction 7 times around your head. Put it in a steel vessel and burn it with camphor. And then throw away the ash into a flowing water body. The other remedies include chanting the Hanuman Chalisa daily evening. If you worship Hanuman, the Buri Nazar or the evil eye cannot affect you in any way. Alternatively, you can also recite the Narsimha Kavach, the Durga Kavach. This Kavach is nothing but a protection through an armor. So when you recite the Narayan Kavach, Narsim Kavach, Durga Kavach, these kind of mantras will offer you great protection from the Buri Nazar. So make it a habit to chant at least one Kavach daily. It can be Narsim Kavach, it can be Narayan Kavach, it can also be Durga Kavach, whichever is your favorite deity. You can chant the Kavach of that deity. One more remedy is, daily morning add salt in a bucket, then add your bathing water to that bucket and have a bath with this salted water. Salt removes away the negativity or the Buri Nazar completely, and this is the simplest remedy. However, apart from all these remedies, the key thing to remember is, wherever Saturn is placed in your chart and whichever houses Saturn aspects, never over celebrate success related to those houses. And especially do not celebrate the success with those people associated with the house where Rahu is placed in your chart. Always treat your servants, your subordinates with due respect. Do not abuse them because these are the people who represent Saturn. And Saturn is the one who can cast an evil eye. So, this is how you can completely avoid the malefic effects coming from the evil eye or the Buri Nazar. So friends, hope you liked this video. If you liked it, mark it as liked on YouTube. For any queries, write to us at astrosevaworld@yahoo.com. You can also reach us through our website astroseva.tripod.com. So friends, thanks a lot. Bye. Take care and stay safe.